So I've been waiting about 6 months to be able to give this to my son. It's called Core Complete. And the reason I'm so excited about giving it to him is because, like I said, his Angel's nutrition at 6 years old is very, very bad. Not only can most of the time I can't get him to eat, I can't even really get him to drink by mouth. So this is why we are still hydrating him through the tube inside of his stomach, which is called actually a GJ tube. It's a different kind of tube than a G tube, but it actually sticks out of his belly about, I want to say 4 inches. And he just kind of winds it up, puts it in his shirt, and tucks it away so nobody can see it. But this is where I'm going to be putting this, and I'm going to be using this big of a syringe. Okay, so I have taken 2 of the Core Complete pills that look like this. The orange one is the fish oil. The others are superfoods. So I'm going to read off to you what I just put in this bowl. They're whole foods, green foods, superfruits, probiotics, omega 3, 6, 7, and 9, digestive enzymes, amino acid, phytonutrients, vitamins and minerals, and they're non-GMO, so that's even better. Plus, they have the liposomal delivery system, and if you guys haven't heard of the liposome delivery system, it's basically a protective bubble that this stuff is in. Our scientist who formulated this was able to stick all of these in a liposome bubble. It's all organic, and it protects it while it goes into your system, and then your system then absorbs every bit of it. It doesn't come out in your urine. You don't throw it up. It doesn't come out in your sweat. It actually absorbs into 98 point whatever percent of your body will absorb all of this. So thinking about that, I'm not exactly sure how many of these vitamins you would have to take to be equivalent to one. The ones that you buy store-bought that do not have a liposome delivery system. There's also, you can also buy it from private sellers, different vitamins. There's all kinds of good vitamins out there, but are you really absorbing them? And how many bottles would you have to take in order to absorb it as much as one of these bottles, or one of these bags, I should say. So that's why I'm giving this to my son. I want to watch him absorb it, and I also want to watch his gut work right. So my hope in trying this is to get my son's gut back on track so he no longer has to have things through the G-tube, so that we can go on car rides without me having to pull over for him to throw up, because he gets nauseous from car rides all the time. We're constantly late to his appointments, yet he's still expected to go to his doctor's appointment, because we have doctor's appointments at least 5 to 6 times a week, at least. That's not even, most of the time we could have at least 10 appointments in a week to different doctors for Angel, just to see how his body's doing, how the transplant's going, and to see if it in fact worked on his disease, if it actually stopped the disease, or if there's still going to be some progression with the disease, even though he had this bone marrow transplant. So anyways, this is hopefully to get his gut back on track so my kid can eat and drink like a normal kid again, and we no longer have to use that G-tube, because I would like my kid to be able to live a nice life, be able to go back to school. The only reason he's not going back to public school is because his gut doesn't work right. I would have to be constantly in his classroom giving him fluids through his G-tube, giving him all of his medications, and also taking care of his bum, and keeping him from being nauseous. Right now he's on about 4 different anti-nausea medications that are around the clock. I am usually up at night giving him more nausea medication because he wakes up and wants to throw up or does throw up, which, because he doesn't produce any cortisol, this also can put him into an adrenal crisis if he loses too much and I'm not hydrating him enough. So those videos where you've watched my son in the hospital multiple times still recently, usually it's for that. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. It actually absorbed into the cup really well, and it's brown. Now, I don't know if you know, but the capsules do not look brown. They actually look white or gray. So that goes to show you there's definitely more in it than what it looks like. So now I'm going to, so I mixed it in the water. Now I'm going to put it in a syringe. And if you guys want to watch, I'll show you how it gets put through his G-tube. Okay? So I'm going to stop this video, and I will title them with these videos with numbers so you can watch them in correlation